turns on. So give me just a minute.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2019, CR 8597, State of Texas versus Justin Lee Roybal. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 11:01 a.m. on the 14th day of July, 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if we could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Lindsay Shaw for the state.
Russell Mitchell for Mr. Roybal.
Sir, are you the same Justin Roybal charged by indictment with assault of a security officer? Is that you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment. And are you familiar with this document, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
I did, Your Honor.
Do you understand it?
Absolutely, sir.
And Mr. Mitchell, do we waive reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
And state as to the repeat offender, let me get out of share screen, but state, are we proceeding on the repeat offender allegation?
No, Your Honor, the state will waive the repeat allegation.
All right, thank you. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same and make it a part of the record. And Mr. Roybal, we're going to go back into share screen. I'm going to show you a document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. I'm scrolling down and using my cursor to circle around electronic signatures. Is yours?
Yes, Your Honor, it's mine.
By signing this, you're telling me two things. One, you understand that normally we do pleas live and in open court, but that you are consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
I did, Your Honor.
Secondly, your electronic signature on here, as well as all the other electronic signatures of yours in the plea packet today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
I did, Your Honor.
I approve the consent, make it a part of the record. I'll note that there's an application for community supervision, and I'll make that a part of the record as well. We are still in share screen, but now I'm showing you another document. It's called the court's admonishments. I'll scroll through so that you can see the 3 pages of it, but are you familiar with this document?
I am, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
On the bottom of page 3 is electronic signatures. It's yours.
Yes, Your Honor, it's mine.
And I said this is 3 pages. It's actually 4, but your signature's on the bottom of 3. I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you are telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the rights that you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
I did, Your Honor.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments, and I make them a part of the record. Sir, we're going to go back into share screen again. This time I'm going to show you the plea bargain in the case. Are you familiar with this document?
I am, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
I do, Your Honor.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your 2 signatures?
Yes, they are, Your Honor.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I will let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Punishment will be assessed with 6 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and a $1,500 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication. However, the state is recommending that I suspend sentence and place you on community supervision. You'll have no contact with the complaining witness or the establishment known as the knockout bar. One of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal outside of the agreement, but the recommendations are you be placed on community supervision for 4 years, have a drug and alcohol treatment evaluation, perform community service hours, take anger management. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Judge.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
I do, sir, Your Honor.
But if I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions are filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Judge.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
I am, Your Honor.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified in the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual and rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
He has.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
I believe he is.
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand you can still be found guilty with a no contest plea?
Absolutely, sir, Your Honor.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, Your Honor.
If you're going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
I do, Your Honor.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
State offers States Exhibit 1 and attachments.
No objection.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty, sir. Mr. Mitchell, do we waive the pre-sentence investigation report?
We do, Judge.
Is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor.
No legal reason. In accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 6 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. However, I will suspend that. I'll place you on community supervision for a period of 4 years. There's a $1,500 fine. You'll have no contact with the complaining witness, Christiane Dockery. You also have no contact with an establishment called the Knockout Bar. You'll have a TAP evaluation. You must follow the recommendations. I'm going to give you 200 community service hours. You can take anger management as well. How old are you, sir?
I'm 31 years of age as today.
Then I'm going to give you 30 days to verify employment as well.
Okay.
Is there anything else? And I'm pretty sure I said anger management. Let's make sure we have anger management. Is there anything
Yeah,
else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Not from the defense, Judge.
All right, sir, in a minute, we're going to conclude the hearing. When we do, you need to stay on Zoom because you're going to go into an electronic breakout room to visit with our court liaison officer from the probation department, go over conditions of community supervision for you. Sir, there's a plea bargain case. I filed the plea bargain. So you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. This matter is now concluded. We are in recess.